Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because, well, we're tackling this really fascinating intersection of two things that usually do not play nicely together at all: cutting-edge artificial intelligence and absolute ironclad privacy. I mean, think about the last big wedding you went to, right? Between the hired photographers, the photo booths in the corner, and just everyone's smartphones, there were easily thousands of photos taken in a single night. And manually scrubbing through all of that just to find the 5 pictures you're actually in, it's a total nightmare. That is exactly why we need AI. But today, we're breaking down how Pixeva perfectly harmonizes that high-tech AI facial recognition, the kind that instantly finds every photo of you in a massive crowd, with strict GDPR-level privacy. It's honestly a masterclass in how to build tech that serves us without exploiting us, and I cannot wait to show you how they pull this off. Okay, let's dive into this, because this question is the absolute elephant in the room. When most of us hear AI facial recognition, our minds immediately, and understandably, jump to that creepy data harvesting norm that we've sadly just gotten used to. We picture these massive hidden databases hoarding our biometric data forever. But what if you need the incredible utility of face recognition, like finding your wedding photos instantly, without surrendering your digital identity? Pixev solves this massive tension with what they call a true zero retention solution. I really want you to think about that phrase for a second: zero retention. They've completely re-engineered the back-end process so the AI does its job flawlessly, but physically cannot hold onto your face once the job is done. To really wrap our heads around the mechanics of this, we need to take it out of the abstract. So meet our hypothetical guest, Sarah. Sarah's at her best friend's wedding. Hundreds of guests, thousands of photos, and she just wants to find the ones she's in before the night is over so she can post them. Pretty standard, right? But she doesn't want to download some sketchy app, and she definitely doesn't want her face living on a corporate server for the rest of eternity. We're going to follow the exact life cycle of Sarah's selfie, from the second she takes it to the second the system completely forgets she even exists. This is going to show you how this privacy architecture is built from the ground up. Notice how incredibly front-loaded the privacy measures are here. Before any AI magic even attempts to happen, before a single pixel of Sarah's face is processed, Pixeva mandates explicit biometric consent. When Sarah scans that QR code at the reception table, she's given a clear, totally unambiguous choice. The system collects this consent, and it's fully tracked and auditable to comply with those super strict GDPR rules. That means the event host is completely protected from a compliance standpoint. And Sarah knows exactly what she is signing up for. Absolutely zero face data gets processed until that green light is intentionally given. Okay, so Sarah taps agree and snaps her selfie to start finding her photos. Now, that image data has to travel from her phone to the cloud, and it certainly doesn't just float openly across the network. The exact millisecond she hits upload, her selfie is completely locked down. Pixeva uses enterprise-grade AS256 encryption alongside 256-bit SSL encryption to protect her data in transit. To put that into perspective for you, 256-bit encryption is literally the exact same standard used by major financial institutions, the military, and government agencies for classified information. It's virtually unbreakable. As Sarah's selfie moves through the digital ether, it is comprehensively shielded from any prying eyes. And this brilliantly illustrates a critical structural difference in how Pixeva handles event data compared to traditional software. You see, standard cloud storage usually relies on shared databases. That means your personal data is sitting in a massive pool right next to everyone else's, across hundreds of different clients. If one tiny part of that database gets breached, all that dormant data leaks out. Pixeva takes a fundamentally different, way safer approach with isolated event data storage. Sarah's photos aren't thrown into a giant mixing pot. Each specific event gets its own highly secure, encrypted, firewalled storage. Zero cross-event access. Sarah's data is perfectly ring-fenced to just that one wedding, meaning it never touches anything else. All right, now we have reached the absolute core of the tech, and I want to demystify this, because it is the secret sauce. When Sarah's encrypted selfie hits the server, it undergoes what's called in-memory processing. So what does that actually mean? It means the AI analyzes her face dynamically inside the server's temporary RAM. Her selfie is never at any point written to a physical hard drive or a permanent database. Think of it like doing a complex math problem entirely in your head instead of writing it down on paper. Because the data is never permanently saved to a physical disk, the footprint disappears instantly. It is literally impossible for Pixeva to leak biometric data later on because, well, you can't leak what you don't have. And this ephemeral process isn't just remarkably secure, it is blisteringly fast. The system takes just 1.8 seconds to instantly index and match Sarah's face against the entire gallery of event photos. And it does this with an astonishing 99.2% accuracy. Just think about the sheer scale of what's happening. In less than 2 seconds, the AI holds Sarah's image in its temporary memory, scans thousands of chaotic crowd shots, blurry dance floor candids, massive group photos, and filters the whole shebang down to just her photos. It is a massive technological heavy lift, completely isolated, and it happens in the literal blink of an eye. Let's move to and see how this builds across a strict timeline, because look at how tight this window really is. At 0 seconds, the selfie is uploaded securely. By 1 second, it is already undergoing that secure in-memory processing we just talked about. At 1.8 seconds, Sarah's matches are found and pushed right to her screen. And then comes the absolute most important milestone. At exactly 2 seconds, the scan is complete, and our selfie is automatically, permanently deleted from that temporary memory. It's completely gone. The AI did its incredibly complex job, handed Sarah her memories, and then immediately scrubbed the biometric key it used to find them. Which brings us directly to Pixeva's formal zero-retention privacy guarantee. Their entire brand ethos is built on this one firm rule. Guest selfies are processed strictly in memory for live matching and are instantly deleted post-scan. This is not just some marketing fluff to make you feel good. It is the fundamental structural architecture of their AWS-hosted enterprise infrastructure. This strictly ephemeral data approach is a massive reassurance. It protects event hosts who absolutely do not want the legal headache of managing sensitive biometric data, and it deeply respects guest privacy, ensuring your digital identity is never treated as a commodity to be stored, analyzed, or sold. So the crucial point is that even with all of these automated, deeply embedded backend protections running the show, you are never locked out of the driver's seat. The system offers absolute control of your personal data at all times. If Sarah, or the event organizer, decides they want their data totally gone before the event automatically expires, they have the power to do it instantly. There's a one-click account deletion that permanently removes all photos and personal data. There's a full GDPR personal data export feature proving your data strictly belongs to you. Guests and hosts retain ultimate, undeniable authority over their digital footprint from start to finish. Which leads me to this final, somewhat unsettling thought for you to take away today. As we've just seen, it is entirely technologically possible to run incredibly accurate, 99.2% effective AI face matching in under 2 seconds, entirely in memory, and delete the key instantly. Pixeva is literally proving that right now, out in the real world. So, if the event, tools, apps, or social platforms you're currently using aren't deleting your biometric data instantly, what exactly are they doing with it? Why are they choosing to keep it? It's a question that should make all of us seriously rethink our privacy standards moving forward. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, you guys. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you in the next one.